I wish I could fall in love with you another day.
Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So in this video, I'm going to share with you all some self-care tips I've been doing this past 2 months that has helped me get out of a slump. So I hope you all find this video helpful if you feel a little bit lost and just need some motivation in life.
Love with you another day.
I'm so happy to eat this because I was telling my friend I was craving cheese tarts and he got me this, like the entire box of cheese tarts I showed you just now. So I'm just really happy and I'm going to savor this really slowly before I start my work. So the first tip I want to share is trying to stay present in the moment. Okay, so I know this sounds very vague, so please don't click from this video right away. But when I really think about it, we all worry because we are thinking about the future and everything that could possibly go wrong, or our minds are stuck in the past and we can't help wishing that things could be different. But the problem with this is that we can neither know for certain what's going to happen, nor can we change the things that already happened. And I guess this is the very thing that makes us feel anxious and worried because we feel powerless in the face of uncertainty. No, my fish broke. That's why I'm like, this phone is amazing. I admit that I'm still really bad at things like staying present or being intentional. Because during this period of time, I tried doing yoga every morning because apparently everyone says it's supposed to help with stress. But unfortunately, after doing yoga for about 40 days, I really wasn't able to get the calm and relaxed feeling people often said they would get when they are doing yoga. Okay, so even though I realized that yoga wasn't really my cup of tea, the 40 days I spent doing yoga wasn't time wasted as well because I did learn some things in these 40 days. I don't know how people do this Instagram worthy chocolate spread thingy I'll show you because mine is not looking good. Like, how do people do this? Like, theirs is so nice and melty and mine just looks like a chocolate chunk. But it's alright. I'm going to journal a little bit, plan for today, and yeah, and enjoy my oatmeal. Yoga is really not something that would magically make you feel calm or relaxed, but what it teaches you is to focus on your breath. And why focusing on your breath would actually help you calm down is because you are forced to be present when you are focusing on each inhalation and exhalation.
That's what I'm here for. I'm gonna push you to your limits. 2, 3. Up, in, through, got it. Up, 2, 3. Woo! The prayer pose is we're gonna shoulder the biceps and chest. You guys.
The sweat is crazy. I'm so hungry now. Can't wait to eat. So even though yoga didn't help me like how I expected it would, I took that lesson and applied it in other things that I was doing in my life. This is literally my first time doing this. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. For example, I stopped listening to podcasts or music and focused on the breeze and my surroundings as I took my walks. And I also tried not to worry too much about my tasks or my never-ending to-do list and focused more on what my family was saying at the dinner table or what jokes my friends were telling me as we are in the call. Because all we really have is now, and I don't want to let the little things happening right now that only happen once pass me by while I'm busy worrying about the future that I don't know yet or regretting the past that I can no longer change. I'm so sad to be eating this last piece of my cheese tart. And again, thank you to my friend who sent me this when he knew I was sad. So yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You know who you are. The second tip I have would be reducing your screen time. Now, I know a lot of wellness tips probably already include this point, but for me, reducing screen time was actually to stop myself from constantly comparing myself to others. I see social media both as a blessing and a curse. Whenever I feel good and confident and badass, seeing people that are doing better than me in life would actually motivate me to do even more. But on the flip side, it was also very easy to compare myself and feel like my life wasn't enough, especially on the bad days. Okay, these pancakes actually look really good and I can't wait to try them. I guess normally I would say is that it would probably taste better if I use banana, like what the recipe said, instead of using yogurt, because the mental struggle is that I only have half a banana. So do I use it as toppings or as the batter? Of course I choose it as a topping. I find this recipe pretty special because I haven't seen a oat pancake where they use whole wheat flour. So my house precisely had whole wheat flour, so I was thinking why not try this? And then it's pretty lit. So do try it. I will link the recipe down below. The more time I spent scrolling through Instagram feeds and watching YouTube videos, the more I found myself comparing my progress, my life, and more often than not, even my family members to people I don't even know on the internet. I was losing touch of who I was, what I stand for, and the things right in front of me that I should be grateful for. Even though I know that all those Instagram stories, all those YouTube videos are just people sharing the highlights of their life, but the more I watch them, the more I can't help thinking that I wish I could be them. I wish I could have the things that they have. I wish that I could have their life.
Night mode.
Let's go. You couldn't imagine the sad
And at that time, the only way I knew how to make myself feel better was to just reduce my screen time and, sometimes just stop watching YouTube videos completely. Got tofu lah, I mean.
Quite nice, huh?
Got taste of Penang lah, at least. And I always thought that doing this meant that I was weak because it seems like I was running away from things that made me feel uncomfortable and I was denying reality. But now I choose to eat my meals without watching any YouTube. I choose to take my study breaks, walking around the house and not scrolling through Instagram. I now accept that it's really okay to want to take a step back and be in my little bubble sometimes. And it's okay if I can't handle everything the internet is throwing at me all at once.
couldn't imagine the sadness it happens when you're flying back home.
I was actually late for class today. I literally rolled out of bed and just logged into class. So I'm going to get ready now. The next tip I have to stay motivated is, as you can see from what I'm doing over here, is to upkeep yourself. Or if you feel a bit extra that day, you can even dress up if your heart desires. So I know over here I'm drawing my brows and putting on my lipstick, and I even changed out of my pajamas every day this week. But honestly, I don't really do all this anymore because the routine is really too high effort for me and I'm really a lazy bum when it comes to these sort of things. But what I do right now is to make sure I at least wash my face every morning. And I know it sounds so simple and maybe you guys already do it now. But before this, I would literally roll out of bed and just start my day with pajamas and a face that's oily AF. So needless to say, I felt really gross and like an unfat potato most of the time. But when I made an effort to just keep up this simple act of making sure I feel refreshed in the morning, it really did wonders to my confidence because my face felt so clean and smooth after washing my face. So I guess the point that I'm trying to make here is that to find a routine that makes you feel refreshed and ready to start your day, because it's really hard to conquer the day if you don't even look ready to kick ass. So I guess the wellness tip of making sure you get ready for the day even when you're working from home is not complete bullshit or overrated, because I think it really does work and has some truth to it. So this next tip is also freaking obvious to be honest, but it is to make time for things and people that make you happy. So I think a lot of us are always busy wanting to do more, and we always think that the unproductive things that bring us joy can wait. I mean, at least for me, that's the case. I used to think that I only deserve to relax when the weekend comes, or that I can only do the things I enjoy if I earned it during the weekday. But what if we allow ourselves to just have a bit of happiness every single day? Just like how some people say you shouldn't have to earn your food, I think you shouldn't have to earn your happiness either. We all deserve to do the things that makes us happy on a weekly or even daily basis. And for me, that's sometimes putting on a face mask, or most of the time right now, it's watching some anime or movie just because I like it and not because it's gonna teach me how to be more productive or efficient or something like that.
She's doing it wrong. Shouldn't you put the seaweed last? Why? Oh, wow, she's eating ramen with steak. I'm very hungry.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that life is really too short to only do things out of obligation. And you deserve to be happy often, if not every day. Because when cases got really bad in Malaysia and whenever I got sick, and I started to worry if I would get COVID and just die like that, I started to think that if this was my last day on earth, would I have already lived the life I wanted to live? Would I be happy to know that I studied that extra 2 hours but didn't make that call with my friend? Would I still feel proud of cooking all by myself when my entire family was eating out together?
Wow. Bro, I feel so accomplished.
And I'm not saying that we don't have to work hard or be responsible, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that if everything was going to disappear the next day, I don't want to leave thinking that I could have spent time doing the things that I enjoyed more, or talk to someone I loved a little bit more often, worried less, and lived more. Okay, I'm so sorry. I just realized this point got a little bit too serious and a lot of tangent. But the point is that if you really feel like you're in a slump or very unmotivated, sometimes the most productive thing you can do is to take some time off, do something that you love so that you can recharge and come back stronger. And we finally reached to the last point, and since this is a food video, obviously my last and final tip is to make sure you're eating well. And when I say eating well, I mean both eating the things that you really enjoy, but also not forgetting to nourish your body with good things like fruits and vegetables. I know not everyone might experience this, but for me, I have the problem of eating when I'm bored, happy, sad, or stressed. And even though there's always a part of me that feels guilty for it, another part of me also understands that these feelings of anxiety and worry at that time are all just temporary, and that this is just a season of my life where there are other things I have to prioritize.
Okay, update. As I was taking a nap to test if my comp will crash when I did nothing, it did, and I don't even know if my video is saved. So, in order to make myself feel better, I'm gonna go make carrot cupcakes, so stay tuned! This is so much more harder than I thought.
So rather than feeling guilty and beating myself up for eating when I'm bored or stressed, I chose to let go of any expectations I had for myself when it comes to eating or my body. And doing that really gave me a lot more mental clarity and space to tackle the more pressing issues in my life. But most importantly, it allowed me to be at least a little bit more at peace with food. Because I understood that once things get sorted out, I would definitely feel more like myself and be able to live like how I normally did.
hard to get down, but I'll try.
But in the meantime, when everything was just so chaotic and I felt so overwhelmed, I just chose to be patient and have faith that everything will be okay and that it's okay if I ate a bit more or didn't eat as healthy as I would like. Because I know I'm a lot more stronger than I gave myself credit for in the past, and I just need to have a little bit more faith in both myself and my body.
I wish I could.
So I just want to say thank you so much if you watched till the end over here. I hope you enjoyed the video. The tips and tricks I shared are basically things that make me feel a little bit more better when I feel so anxious right now staying at home all the time. Like, let me know down in the comments below what y'all have been doing in order to feel better during lockdown. And if you like this video and want to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe because it will really help my channel out and make me motivated to make more videos. So thank you so much for watching and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!
Wish I could make it